Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. In a new piece of Iraq, what's next? Last week, very important thing happened in Iraq, like the great visit for the Pope of the Vatican to Iraq and meet the President of Iraq, Prime Minister, visit the three big city in Iraq, and many things else. But the important thing, the the Pope in Iraq. First of all, he asks to forgiveness and live peacefully with each others, including he's insulting in very careful words the politic man of Iraq and the parliament. But you know the Pope, he is very gentle man and he don't say that literally. And he asked about stay and make a nice life, and he want to find solution for the miserable life for the Christianity and the Christian citizen in Iraq, because in past they are 10% of Iraqi citizen and now they are 1% of. Why? Because different type of militia, they take their properties like houses, buildings, and of course all the Iraqi Christian, they in all the history of Iraq, they don't have any crime record. That's mean very peacefully people and very nice, very friendly, and never looking for troubles. But because they are so nice, so easy, the militia consider them the easy target. Of course, they left Iraq, a lot of them, most of them. And the Iraqi people very thankful and grateful for the Pope. Why? Because in the three cities, the big cities, Baghdad, Mosul, Najaf, and Erbil, four cities actually, suddenly the government wake up and start to clean and fix many things in these cities. Example, Iraq. They painting the streets, give lights, fix the bad street, everything in 1 week. Even the people of Najaf, they surprised because in one day they start to fix the lights, the street, painting the wall on the biggest street, and the road. They take care about the road from Najaf to the house for the biggest leader of Islamic Shia, As-Sistani, Ali Sistani. In Mosul, they can't fix anything because Mosul, most of the city destroy. Even he make his pray in destroy church in Mosul. The rest of the cities in the same situation. Even they ask the Pope every weekend visit one city in Iraq to let the government fix it. Anyway, the Pope left, and the Iraqi citizen, exactly like orphaned boy, give him a new dress just for the Christmas, and after that you take that new dress and let him put on the old dress. This is what happened. And after that, the Prime Minister, Mr. Al-Kadhimi, show himself in the TV and asked to fix all the problem between the political parties in Iraq. And he said we must follow what the Pope said. And he forget the important thing. There is no problem between the parties in Iraq. The problem between the citizen of Iraq and the government and the parties who make this government, because the parties they divide the financial profit between them, and the citizen of Iraq they have just the sickness, poorness, sadness, miserable life. He forget that. And if you want to fix all the problem really, first of all, show to us who the killer for the activists in the demonstration. 922 activists killed in the demonstration, and 30,000 wounded. Yes, and maybe the number it's bigger than this, because last people who killed and wounded in Nasiriyah, 6 activists killed in the demonstration, shooting by sniper in the head, and the rest in the chest, but they are lucky and they never die. He talked about a new Iraq, and in the same time he negotiates with the American embassy to give Iran $5 billion, because we are buying the gas for the electricity, and there is no gas coming from Iran, there is no electricity. And of course we can't calculate the commissions for this group or that group. And we ask about what happened for the people who killed the activists in Basra. Where is the investigation about that? Never show. I told you before, they will never show anyone. And I warn everyone about the people who have training in Iraq with drones. Many times I said that they training for doing something bigger than the killing the activists with the drone. It's just training for them, but it's practically training for them with drones in Iraq. Yesterday, there is many drones attack Aramco, the biggest company producing oil in all the world in Saudi Arabia. And if you calculate the distance from the another group who's supporting from Iran, Al-Houthi, to that place, it's a little bit difficult. because it's very long distance. That means there is two possibility. The first one, the drones coming from Iran or coming from Iraq. And in this way, it's a little bit difficult. Iran will never involved in that. Not because they don't want, no. They sent their followers in Iraq to do this. The same thing in Lebanon and Syria. And the Iraqi groups, Al-Wala'i groups, that means they have loyalty completely for the Islamic leader, Islamic Revolution leader in Iran, Ali al-Khamenei. They wait for the American reaction after they bombing and rocketing the American base in Al-Rumadi, Ain al-Asad, the Lion's Eye. And because happened before rocketing the base, before the Pope come in Iraq, they wait, the American never attack them during the Pope visiting of Iraq. Anyway, Iran and their followers in Iraq, they leave everything just focusing about the federal Iraqi court. Why? Because they won't copy the experience of Iranian regime in Iraq. Like what the regime need, or what is the great benefit for this regime, they copy it. If you read, and by the way, the parliament take very long time. It's from 2006. They never have meeting for this court, the parliament. Suddenly now they want to finish it. Why? If this court appeared in the Iraqi regime, they will destroy everything, because they have a veto about any decision coming from this court. Example, any law, take a wish. Say any law, cybercrime example, who they make it against the activist, and they can make the punishment more than you can imagine, or exporting the oil in special price, many things. And the people who have the veto in this court must be a professional in Islamic rules. See the surprise? Are you surprising now? That's mean, between two brackets, that's mean he's imam. Yes. And what is the connection between the imam and the law? They want to make it Islamic country, not civilian country. And you can imagine day after day what they will do. First of all, anything you say it or do it, and you face them, they will make you against the Islam, because they control that in everything. Not about the activists, our group, that group, no. in everything. They represent the gods and Allah in the court. This is the terrible thing. That means if they say that you are against the Islam and Allah and God and Prophet and anything, that means exactly like Iran. Now there is many demonstration against this court, but there is no news about that, no media. No one give you the real news about that. I do my best. I do my best. And I hope you understand the situation in Iraq now. Because they will make it, they try to do it, the Islamic Republic of Iraq. Islamic Republic of Iraq. And we be the loyalty servant to Iran. Have a good day.